But what we are, and what Arlene and I are supposed to be, are legislators, and we should be legislating on the basis of equality.
There's a young man at the front here, Dean.
Yeah.
And Dean, maybe you can in a nutshell, I know it's a very long story, and we will bring you onto the radio programme tomorrow morning if someone wants to hear your story at length. But you tried to take your own life, Dean, because you didn't feel that
didn't feel it was accepted, didn't feel it was normal, and you know, you're meant to look up to politicians.
And you're gay?
I am, and very proud to be gay, and I just think it's an absolute disgrace that in 2014 we're sitting here discussing why two people that are in love are not allowed to marry, regardless of their gender. And I would like to point out as well, Arlene, the guy up in the audience said about what the Bible says. It also quotes the Bible in Timothy, and I quote, I do not permit a woman to teach or express authority. But you were DUP First Minister there for a while when Peter Robinson had to stand down. So if you're going to... So if you're going to pick certain biblical beliefs to suit your own needs, let it be a rule for one. If it can't be a rule for one and a different one for everybody else. And by the way, your slogan this time for the European election is "Let's keep the Northern Ireland moving forward." I think you should start moving it forward. Never mind, keep moving it forward.
Well, it's actually standing up for Northern Ireland. Thanks for mentioning our last slogan. Actually, our slogan this time around.
Well, actually, we're not starting to get into slogans this time. We're not starting to get into European election slogans this time. Don't. Right? Let's address his issue.
Okay, don't respond. Just answer.
Well, we're not getting. You know why we're not getting into European election territory?
No, it's my question, Caitríona. I think we've heard enough from you. So, in relation to the point that you've raised, I never mentioned the Bible. I said people of
no, but a lot of your party members do mention the Bible.
And people of no faith believe in marriage. And I think that is very important. And you need to... you are attacking me, and that's fine. That's fine. But I would want you... I respect who you are.
And I respect you.
And thank you for saying that.
We're not going to get married, are we?
No. No, because I'm already married.
Oh, well.
I'm already married with 3 children, so we're not going to get married.
Can I take the heat out of this a little bit? This is important. Just go with me here 1 second.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt, but go with me 1 second. Right? And take the heat out of this and points going against each other and all this and all that, right? So here's a young man who has tried to kill himself because he hasn't felt able to express himself in Northern Ireland. And if you think about that,
just that, but that didn't help.
Okay. And if you think about that pressure that's on a human being, I don't think there's anybody in this audience, and I've known you quite a while, there's no one that doesn't have feelings and empathy, and I think you do. So as a human being looking at this young man, what do you say to him as his place in this society? He wants to be equal, and he feels to be able to get married would underline his equality.
But you see, I think that the two are separate issues, and I think we do need a wider discussion about rights, and we do need a wider discussion about the rights of the LGBT communities.
Arlene,
and I'm up for that. But I think you need to understand as well how dear the institution of marriage is to people of faith and people of no faith.
But I'm not just
because
saying...
they believe in the complementary union between a man and a woman.
My argument isn't that if it's legalised more, every gay person's going to get married.
But there should
be allowed the choice because it is 2014.